Yes, sir. 13. We running. We is running another smooth one. Another one. You see the boy.
Hey man, it's your boy Zay, man. I don't got much to say, man. Y'all probably seen me before already. If you know, you
Yeah,
know.
nah, that's facts. OG. That's
OG.
OG. OG. Nah, that's facts. That's facts. So, bro, let them know about yourself though. Okay. Hold on. Give him a second. Give him a second. He trying to cook. Let him cook. Weekend, I'm saying a smooth week. This weekend, low key, it kind of threw me all the way off. You feel me? Because like it was like the first week with no football. Like usually, Sunday my relaxed chill day. I watch football. Like I was low key like it kind of like lost me, but I was happy though because I got to get used to no football. Like you feel me? One more week left, last week, so I said it's gonna set me up for the rest of the week, give me more time to like focus and stuff like that. But I ain't gonna lie, W weekend though for sure, for sure. This weekend it was smooth. You feel me? It went by fast. I feel like my weekends be flying. Like we just be
I'm
going
just be flying in general, bro.
fast, bro.
Yeah,
Time be flowing. But how's your weekend though, Weez? Let me know. Let me know. Uh, yeah, yeah. What about you, my boy? Let me know, Zay. How's your weekend, man? Let me know. Talk to the
man.
people.
Can't complain, man. Gaining and maintaining. Just reset for the following week. Went to the gym. Ain't nothing too special, man.
Yeah, nah, that's
That's it.
that's really what it be. That's really what it be, though. I ain't gonna lie.
Let me see. Little background. Shoot, I played football in high school. Uh, my senior year, I was like on the edge of whether I should go play college ball or not. I broke my junior year. I broke my arm. I got a few concussions my senior year, and then I told myself, I'm like, let me put down football. So I ended up going to college. I went to the University of West Florida for 2 years. Then I transferred to UCF. I'm in my third year right now. I'm in the National Guard. And I'm in ROTC, and then I'm getting my degree in finance. And then I'm working on a clothing brand right now too. And then I stream a little bit myself. So I got a lot going on right now.
Nah, that's
Keep
good. You know
myself
what I'm
busy.
saying?
Yeah,
That's good. But as long as you stay busy, the more you busy, feel me?
exactly.
I'm saying life can't go wrong. And about the high
Yeah.
school football, let me give you a real background story because he didn't really talk about football. Like, I was you feel me? Like all-star game. I ain't gonna lie, like he really
Oh, I
worked the
forgot. I forgot
defense.
about that. I forgot about that.
Nah, like he didn't
Forgot
really
all
he didn't
about that.
really talk about the football part. Like, you feel
I
me?
just said I
Like,
played.
yeah, he didn't say he
Forgot about
played,
that.
but yeah, nah, but
Man, that
we
was
really
a
know
pretty
who
good
was
game.
like the best people on the field when it came to that game. From like points he had to really put on for the. Ain't we even gonna
Yeah,
talk about it though. You feel me?
that
We
was a
ain't
good.
gonna. You
Hey,
feel me? We ain't
that was a
even.
good game. I still got them highlights in my phone in the
Nah,
picture. That
facts.
was a
I'm
good
talking
game.
about helmet came off. I'm jigging. I ain't gonna lie. You feel me? Yeah.
Yeah,
Nah,
that was a good game.
nah. That game was lit, man. W for sure, for sure. Time
Yeah.
flies, man. Set the tone for us, man. Set the tone for us.
Money is a tool. I believe money is a tool. What do you mean by test? Define. What do you mean by test?
Um, let's say
Test as in
like is
Testing your
God
nah, nah,
testing
character,
like
you?
like
Like is God
yeah, that right
testing
there,
you?
that right
uh,
there.
I think I think money is just it's a tool that you use to navigate yourself through life. I feel like God tests us in other ways, through hard times, through prayers, through ups and downs. That's the real test. Money's just there to help you get through all of that. Just a tool. That's what I think.
Okay.
That's
Just a
what you
tool.
think.
How about you,
Wait,
Daddy?
hold on, chat. Wait, hold on. Someone said I can't hear Pee Weezy in chat.
Now you good? Yeah, I just fixed it. They good. They get
Oh,
me
okay,
now.
okay, okay.
Yeah.
I think the opposite, bro. I think money is a test.
Mm,
Because let me tell you why I think money is a test. Because like money can really like define your emotion. You feel me? Like some people, if they don't got enough money, they get down on themselves, and then that kind of messes with the mental. Or other people who has a lot of money, they get very, very high on themselves, and they feel like they did all the work. You feel me? And when you feel like you did all the work, you're kind of missing the main point in life. You feel me? You're kind of missing the point that everything is given to us. You feel me? Like God provides from us from wherever He wills. You feel what I'm saying? So like I think money is a test because when you get all this money or you're not getting no money, how is your heart? Like, are you still okay with a lot of money or a little money? You feel what I'm saying?
mm-hmm.
Like, it could also be as used as a tool though, but that's a part of the test. You feel what I'm saying? Like if you're getting a lot of money, how are you using the money? And if you're not getting no money, what are you doing to trying to like? I'm not gonna say like get money because like that's not the goal. You feel me? Like we want money, yeah, but like are you okay when you don't have money? That's the other test. You feel what I'm saying? So we gotta have that balance of if I have a lot of money, I know who gave me the money, and if I don't have money, I'm okay without money. You feel what I'm saying? That's why I think money's a test. I really feel like we fell. A lot of us fell when it comes to that test. You feel what I'm saying? But how do you feel about it, Weez? How do you feel about it, Brody?
I feel like for me, I don't think like I feel like money isn't good or bad. I feel like it's like neutral. You know what I'm saying? It just reveals who you are as a person. Like they were saying, like it just reveals who you are. So technically, in a way, it can be a test. Like it's a test until you can learn to use it as a tool. You know what I'm saying? So God will
Mm-hmm.
test you and to see if you can use it as a tool. Like He'll give you a certain amount of money, seeing how grateful you will be with that money. But um, I feel like it comes down also to like how you are mentally. Like if you're not a disciplined person, you can lose a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? So technically with that test you'll lose money. If you're insecure, you'll spend insecurely. If you're somebody that is a giver, is a gifter, like you may give to others in need and you'll receive more. You know what I'm saying? Like it's
Yeah.
just it's just testing how you are with your money. You know what I'm saying? So if you spend money all the time, of course, you're gonna find yourself broke all the time. But if you know what I'm saying, giving it to the right people, like homeless people, giving money back, you know what I'm saying, to children in need, doing things like
Yeah.
that, more money will come back to you as well. So it'll become like
Yeah.
a tool in a way. So it's a test
Right there.
until you can. It's like you have to know how to use your tool, pretty much,
Yeah.
and
It's a
that's
it's a
that.
test. It's a test. It's a test until a point. It becomes like either a test as a tool or a test as a harm. Like it can either hurt
Mm,
you or benefit you. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
it's really just like if we're getting a lot of money, all this money, and like how we said, like if we're giving, it's a tool. It's like it aligns with God. You feel me? It's what God wants us to do with the money. You feel what I'm saying? But if we're getting like a lot of money, and we're just like spending it, or we buying like these wrong things, or we just like kind of like letting it define us and who we are, then it becomes not a tool. It becomes just like it's kind of gonna destroy you. You feel what I'm saying?
yeah,
It's not going to get you to the main goal. It's not going to get you to the heaven that we want to go to. For what I'm saying. So I think it's really just a both. It's really just how you use it. I feel like it.
yeah.
You know.
So let me ask you
For
something.
sure.
So Zay, let me ask you. When it comes down to like say for example somebody that doesn't get money like that, right? And
Yeah.
now they end up just getting a whole bunch of money. Like how can they make the right financial decisions to like know what to do. Like because some people might be like, I ain't never had this money before. I'm finna go blow this mug. You know what I'm saying? But some think like, oh, how can I spend it? How can I like what would you think is like the right thing to do? Like what would you do if like say
The first
randomly you
thing,
got 10K, 20K dollars? Like you
I
know what I'm
mean,
saying? See
let's
what you
say
would
I win
do.
the lottery, I get $1 million.
There you go.
The first thing you need to do is be humble. You know, a
Mm,
lot of people
I
when
like
they
that.
touch money, they go blow the bag. They go get a new car. They go buy the design. They go buy all the BS. It's just proven, bro. And our black people, it's a tendency of us. It's like we got something to prove to other people.
Mm, I like
If
that.
you look at statistics, bro, it's crazy. But like white people, I'm not trying to sound racist or anything, but white people, they'll stay down below their means. You know, they don't look rich, but they putting their money into assets and other things. So down the line, when they kids, when they're grown, they'll have money. It's generational. So I feel like if you win the lottery, or if you come across a lump sum of money, the first thing you gotta do is be humble. I would say probably get a financial advisor or like an account, someone to
Mm.
help you manage your money if you're not disciplined. And then from there, start investing, acquiring assets, working towards the bigger picture, not just worrying about the now moment. So
Mm.
that's yeah,
I like that he
that's
said
inshallah.
that, like not worry about the now because yeah, it's important to live in the now, but certain things like especially when it comes down to money is like one of those things where it's not so much right now. You have to think about your future. I like that you said that. Yeah.
Exactly. Because
Mm.
if you start a business or you invest into something, let's say you instead of spending 20K on a car, you put 20K into a business, and then the following year that business that you started with 20K is not worth six figures. So you gotta it's chess not checkers. You gotta make every move better than the last.
Mm.
Get what I'm
That's
saying?
deep. Chestnut checkers. That's deep.
Yeah,
That- That's deep. Because black people really do be playing checkers. Because that's how we program
that's
though.
how we are
That's
programmed,
literally
bro. We
yeah,
gotta be
that's how
better
we
than everyone
program.
else.
Yeah, like and I like that you brought up like the generational part because this really is bigger than us. Like if we switch our brain to like the bigger picture, if we switch our brains like I don't need it no more, it's for my kids or it's for my mom or
Exactly.
it's for like the people behind me, that's when we playing chess. But we really do be playing checkers, bro. I like that you said that because that's
A lot of
deep.
people
That's
our
real
age, bro,
deep.
it's just they go get a
Yeah.
Hellcat, they go get that AMG, but they
Mm-hmm.
living with
Hmm.
their parents. They struggling to make, they living for their car note. Little things
Yeah.
like that. You could have used that money to put towards something else to make you a better individual overall,
Yeah.
instead of just
Yeah.
being a consumer.
But you know what it is? Like what it is? We trying to like seek for attention. Like
Validation.
if we don't got the attention, we don't got the feeling. We want that feeling. Like we live off of feelings. Like if I get a
Facts.
thousand views, it's not enough. But if a thousand people watch me, like in the person, is I'm happy. So
Mm.
what we live off now, we live off social media and cloud and attention. And so we feed off of that. So I know if I go buy me an AMG, a million people is gonna watch that AMG. You feel what I'm saying? So that's how we think is the investment. We think if we go buy this and we get a million views, it's going to be the investment. You feel what I'm saying? Rather than like looking at life from the bigger picture, like before this, before we had all these, social media platforms and Twitch and all that, like it's real life opportunities outside of this. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's just we don't have that purpose. It doesn't really work. You feel what I'm saying? I
That's
like that you
facts.
said that, bro.
That's facts.
I like
That
that
boy
you said
said in
that.
the chat, he said, I'd say finding a mentor is key. They can help guide you on the right path. Give a man a fish,
Exactly.
feed him for a day, teach a man to fish, and feed him for a life. I like that you said that,
Yeah.
Savvy. But
I
on the
was
other thing is like, okay, let me ask y'all then. Like, for example, what if somebody doesn't know nothing about a mentor, like hasn't been guided? Because think about it, most of us, we grow up in households that our parents don't even know anything about financial anything. You know what I'm saying? We go to school, they don't teach us this. So how can somebody that doesn't know anything about financial, nothing about mentors, how can they find themselves getting on the right path?
Be humble. Like
research. You gotta do your research. At the end of the day, knowledge is power. If no one's
mm,
gonna tell you how to do it, you gotta learn it on your own. You
I
gotta
like
put in
that.
the work. That goes with
I
anything.
like that.
You just gotta do your research.
I like that.
I like
I
that.
think the
Yeah.
biggest thing is it's also important to be humble. Like
Yeah.
rather than like if you don't if you can't if you feel like you don't have the knowledge or anything like that, like think about the times when you first was when you were struggling, you know what I'm saying? And then when you got it now, you know what I'm saying? Just remember those times you wouldn't even like really get the urge to spend it. Like live life as if you was broke.
Mhm.
And
Exactly.
if you live like you broke, you good for sure, for sure.
Yeah.
What about you, Weez? I like that question. How what about you? Like
Mm,
what would you tell a person who doesn't know much about stuff like that? They get a big sum of money.
um, First thing, I agree with both of you guys is be humble and do your research because that's the only way, bro. Is definitely doing research, like trying to figure it out on your own. Whether that's figuring out how to be an accountant, you can learn how to be your own accountant, or you can do research to go find one. That's the thing. We have so much knowledge out there. We got YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, bro. Everything like you can learn financial anywhere, bro. You just got to take the time out of your day to learn it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us go to school, go home, and we learn how to spend money. We don't learn how to save money. We don't learn how to invest money. So these are things you have to teach yourself. These are like self-taught things that you have to go home. You have to practice on. You got to work on because you'll really walk out here in life and spend money on anything that you see just because that's how you knew. That's what you knew when you grew up. You know what I'm saying? Your parents. Think about your parents when you seen them grow up, every time they got paid from somebody or somewhere, they were thinking about how can they spend that next check. You know what I'm saying? Or we even do that as humans. How can we when we get our paycheck, we finna spend it on this, use this, do this, buy this. But how can you think outside the box, do something different that nobody else is doing? You see, if you keep spending every time you get paid, you will end up being broke, right? Obviously, it don't. I feel like it doesn't take much to get rich. You just gotta be financially smart with your money. You know what I'm saying? Making the right investments. That's the other thing, bro. So, like you said, though, research. That's the main thing. Just research, looking at it, looking through it, finding somebody, talking to somebody, talking to. I wouldn't say your parents if your parents is not like financially stable. I wouldn't ask your parents, but you know what I'm saying. Find somebody. It's better to get help with somebody that's around you, near you, and yeah, bro. That's really that, bro. Just doing your research.
Uh, I like that for sure, for sure. That's tough, bro, because I think like nowadays and yeah, that's crazy. That is crazy. I had 15K at 19 and blew it because I had never seen that many zeros in my life. I ain't gonna
Exactly.
lie,
You
bro.
see what I just said?
That's
You touch that
mm-hmm.
cheese, bro, and you want to do so much. You got so many things you want to buy. You see a lot all that money, bro. You can blow it.
That's what it be. You especially because we just don't know. Like we all we know is get like we get like our mind is get money, get money, get money, get money, but we don't have like nothing after to get money. You feel what I'm saying? It's just we
Hmm.
stuck. We just stuck or get money, get money, get money, get money, get money. And once you get the money, it's like, oh, I'm gonna spend the money rather than like, okay, let me save this money, let me invest this money, let me help with this money. You feel what I'm saying?
I feel
And
like
I ain't gonna lie, like I'm a
oh,
victim of it. Like when I was in high school, I spent a lot of money, but I feel like it was just a test. Like it was for me. I feel like in my head, like God gave me the test of having a large amount of money, and when that time comes like around, what am I gonna do with it then? You feel what I'm saying? That's how I feel about it.
yeah.
What was you gonna say, Luis?
I was finna say. I feel like the main little problem is like how do I want to say like this? The main problem is that we don't know like it's not bad to think about where you finna spend your money in certain cases, but you got to think more like financially. Like what do you like? How can you grow your money? Like how can you double your money? How can you make your money make more money while you sleep? You know what I'm saying? I feel like we don't think about that enough. Like how can we spend our money the right way? Like
Yeah, no,
15K though, I ain't gonna lie, like that's kind of crazy, bro. I'm looking
that's a
at that.
lot of
That's
money.
kind of crazy.
And especially like that, the thing about that's a lot of money back then. Like back
Yeah.
then, that's a lot of money.
You could have.
Like
You could have made a. You could have did a clothing brand. You could have. You
Anything.
yeah,
could
now
have
you
did a
could
lot of stuff
have
with 50K.
that that you could have just sat on that 15.
You
Yeah.
could have
Oh,
invested
that's
that.
the other thing. Since I don't like a lot of us don't. We don't realize that our money's not going nowhere if you don't spend it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, I feel like everybody think their money's gonna go somewhere if you don't spend it. Like, bro, just You can literally take
Just
time and
sit.
just let it sit, or you think
Yeah,
of
let it
a
sit.
make a game plan of how you
Put it
gonna
in a
make more
higher
money.
savings and just let it sit. Yeah.
Yeah,
Bro, for sure, just stay, bro, because that's really what it is nowadays. Like the person who saves the most and the person who invests the most is on the back end is gonna pay off. You feel what I'm saying?
yeah,
But we just
Yeah.
so impatient. We just want it now, bro. We want it. I want 15K by tomorrow type stuff. You feel what I'm saying? That's really
yeah.
what we be on nowadays. But that's that's what makes you 2 3 steps ahead of people when you not when you know how to use your money. You know what I'm saying? What you using your money for too. I think that's another thing too. Like I feel like if we do spend, like we have to spend in the name of God. Like we have to do things that pleases Him, because that's how we get that money back times two. You feel what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So like
Like
it,
that.
it is
Mindset.
it is good to yeah, that's the mindset. It's like it's either like I'm spending in the name of God to get it back times two, or I'm spending to kind of like
For
build onto
feeling,
something I have. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
self
for sure.
control. Gotta have that self
One thing I always
control,
tell
discipline.
myself, even like when I spend money, I always say the money gonna come back times 10. I always tell
Hmm.
Yeah.
myself that.
Yeah.
That's facts.
Like everything we spend is double. It's gonna be times two. Like everything, bro. Like think about like visions. Like I feel like I say, like if you stick to your vision, you stick to your plan. Like no matter how it goes, if you trust it, it's going to be times two. Like it's going to be better than what you thought. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's how I really feel about it.
Speaking of
But
this, man. Oh, what happened? You had something else?
yeah, go into it.
Oh, I was gonna
Nah,
say.
go
Speaking
into
of
it.
it, man. Getting
Yeah,
into the next topic, bro. Like, how do y'all feel about faith over fear? Like, I feel like this actually ties into tool and test. To
yeah,
be honest, with money is like faith over
yeah.
fear. What do you guys think about that?
You
Shoot,
can go, Zay.
yeah, you can start it out, Zay.
Faith over fear.
Yeah.
Um. Oh, you know, being there's always gonna be fear in us. So like, no matter what you do, you gotta stay grounded in God. You gotta trust in Him. No matter what you may be going through, if you keep God in your prayers, He's gonna answer them. It don't matter how hard the times may be. You keep God in your prayers, it will be answered. It might not be answered in the time you want or how exactly you want it, but He gonna get you through it. Cause one thing about it, the storm don't last forever. It do not last forever.
That's
He'll get
facts.
you
Nah,
through it.
that's facts. That's facts. I got a question though. I got a question about that. Where does the fear come from? Like, who do you fear?
Mm.
Like, where is fear from?
Ooh.
Fear of rejection. It could be fear of failure. It could be fear of not being accepted by others.
Okay,
Mm. I
okay.
like
I
that.
That's the
like I like
biggest
that.
things.
How about you,
You
Diddy?
see, this is how I feel about it, bro. I have no fear. I don't know why. Like, I don't fear. I don't fear only because it's like the only people you really fear, like the perfect example is this, right? Let's say you get in trouble at home, but I mean, you get in trouble at school, right? But at home, your parents are so loving, your parents are so nice, and they're not going to say nothing, right? So the teacher says, I want to call your mom. You're going to say, okay, call my mom. Why? Like, because you don't fear your mom. Like, you love your mom, right? Like, your mom's just going to tell you, hey, let's talk about it, right? Because she's a loving mom. So it's like, if you want to take it to the next level, it's like, I don't fear because I know that I have a loving God. Like, I know I have a good God. Like God wouldn't just punish me with no reason. You feel me? Like the only reason He would punish me is if I do something wrong. So like I don't fear because like the way I live my life, it's not meant to be like in fear. Like it's meant to be just conscious. It's meant to be thoughtful. It's meant to be like I know that God has His route for me. I know that God has His plan for me. I know that God is going to give me this because I just trust Him. You feel me? I wouldn't go to God if I fear Him. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't call on someone if I fear them. Like I wouldn't like for example, right? Like we used to smoke and do all these things. Like I would fear my mom finding out about me smoking. You feel what I'm saying? Because I know the consequences of it. I know what will come back on me if she finds out. Until it's like I'm older now. It's to the point where it's like, what more could you do? So I'm going to talk to you about it, and and we're going to figure it out together. And that's how I come to God. I come to God and I come clean, into where it's like he has a plan for me, so he's going to show me the route, he's going to show me the plan. So I don't like the term fear. I just made a person about this. That's crazy. I don't like the term fear because fear it makes you stagnant. It makes you like not want to do. But when you're conscious and you trust God, you just have the feeling that He's with you, that He's near. You start to walk with more purpose. You feel what I'm saying? Because you trust. You can't fear someone and trust them. It's like it's two ends of the scale. Like how could you fear someone how could you trust someone you fear? Eh, That's why I think it's so important to just switch your mind to just being conscious, being thoughtful. So where it comes to a situation where it's like whereas you're about to sin, you don't fear God. You're just conscious of Him, and you know that He wouldn't like that. You feel what I'm saying? That's how I feel about it, honestly. That's
That's real. I like
the term fear just throws me off. It just I don't know.
that.
How
Hey
about you,
man.
Luis?
Um, faith over fear, bro. I feel like I agree. I agree with what you saying. I agree with both of you guys. But for me specifically, in this moment, I'll say that I don't like consider like kind of how they saying like fear in a being in a way. Like I feel like when we buy into fear, like we take our trust away from God. You know, we allow the devil to carry more weight than God, you know. So when it comes down to fearing things, I feel like those are things that we have to put to the side and understand that if we fear something, first of all, it's that's for God to worry about. You shouldn't even be worrying about anything anyway, but living in your purpose. As long as you know you're living in your purpose, you're not doing any wrong, there's nothing to fear, you know what I'm saying? So if you having
Mhm.
some type of fear, then you're doing something that's out of alignment with your purpose. You're doing something that's out of alignment with God. That's when you'll know you're truly fearing, and that usually comes from like thinking negative, talking negative about yourself. That's why I always push talking positive about yourself, telling yourself positive things, just being positive in general, because if you don't, you will allow fear to overtake anything. But if you always talking positive, like think about it, if you always telling yourself, well, I'll never have enough, I can't take that risk, what if it fails? That's fear. That's
Yeah.
stagnant. But if you say, oh, I'll figure it out, I trust the process, like it'll happen later, it'll happen eventually, those are things telling you like you have faith that it will happen eventually, instead of being fear of it never happening, you know what I'm saying? Because yes,
Yeah.
the unknown is technically the fear, like us not knowing what's gonna be the results. But if you have full faith and trust in God, whatever the unknown is, you know you'll be okay. You know you'll be good because God put you on this route. God put you on this platform. God put you on this whatever route that you in. You know what I'm saying? You have to trust God, because once you take when you take a step back and be like, nah, let me do it on my own. That's when you be like, damn, I don't know if I should be doing this. Da da da. I don't know. And if you have that I don't know feeling, then you need to go run to God. You need to talk to God, because God gonna give you the answer. If you confused about anything, it's because you don't got God. You're not strong with God. That's why you're confused on your journey. You confused. You lost. You know what I'm saying? Talk to God. He gonna put you on that alignment, bro. You gonna be good, bro. Just don't be scared to take chances to change. You know what I'm saying? Don't be scared to change, bro.
Yeah.
It's
I
part of
think
being
I think
faithful.
I think the fear comes from like not having gratitude. You feel what I'm
That
saying?
too,
Like the
yeah.
fear comes from yeah, that's where the fear comes from. Like we really forget what gratitude is. Like just to be able to wake up. Like if you just be able to wake up and say thank you God, you
Facts.
lose all fear at that moment. Like all
Mm-hmm.
fear is gone because it's just like you're you made it to the next chance. Like you made it to the next day. Like we don't know if we make it to the next day.
Facts.
And it's crazy. I just watched the video. We can't fear death. We shouldn't fear death. Like
Facts.
if you
Whenever your
fear
time
death, you're
is your
not
time.
living right. Like yeah, because we're all gonna die. Like it's in none of us is gonna live for forever. Like only God is all living. Like He's the only one who can live forever. So it's like if you fear death, your whole life is gonna be like lived in fear because you just don't know. You just frightened. But if you
Mm.
just live like it's your last day, like think about it like this, right? Let's say for example, you went to the doctor and the doctor told you you have one more life to live. Like you have one more week to live. How would you live that week? Would you go to work? Would you go to work during that week if you have one more life? Like one more week to live. Would you go to work anytime during that week?
Nah.
No, right? So it's like you want to live like that. Like you want to live your best life. Like you want to just live like you don't know. You just want to keep going, whatever it is. Like if the doctor told you have one more week left, you're gonna strive to your fullest potential. Like with whatever you do, even if you do go to work, you're gonna make that day of work your best day of work. You feel what I'm saying? So you always want to live to the best of your ability because you don't know you're gonna die. You always want to live in gratitude for sure, for sure.
Yeah. I think gratitude is the most important part because once you're once you like more grateful, you block out negative anyway. Like think about it. Once
Mhm.
you wake up and you tell yourself, "Oh, thank you God for waking me up in this morning. Thank you God for whatever it is in the morning." Say you just being thankful just waking up. It's like that already blocks out the negative anyway. You're not even thinking about negative. You're thinking about straight positive off waking up. Like, oh my goodness, I'm grateful for waking up. Go outside, look at the sky, just thank God that he even allowed you to be
Yeah.
able to experience all of this, see everything. You know what I'm saying? That's where gratitude comes in. You just naturally be more positive when you grateful. Like just thankful for the things you got. You know what I'm saying? Because it all can be taken away. That's the thing. It can be taken away too, as a test. But it's like be grateful. Be grateful for what you got.
Yeah.
He said,
I like that. I like that you said that because it really could be taken away as a test.
"Mm-hmm." No,
Like it
because
really could
you're
be.
on
'Cause-
borrowed time. My fault.
no, no, no. I was really going to talk about that too because like when something is taken away from you, how do you react? You feel what I'm saying?
Mm,
Like how does that control you? If you're okay, like if you're okay with not having anything, you're on the right path. But if you let something get to you and it leaves you, it gets taken away from you, and then you just kind of like lose your brain. You're not on the right path, bro. You're fearful. You're fearful of being poor. I guess you're fearful of poverty. You should be
mm,
thankful. You should be thankful and stuff like that because when you thankful like that, the worldly desires and all that stuff doesn't really get to you. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So you want to like I think it's really important that just gratitude, bro. That's really what it is, just gratitude,
yeah.
pure gratitude.
I like that.
For sure.
Um, what y'all have to say with what Unc said? Unc said no because you're on borrowed time. What do you mean by that, Unc? Like, what do you mean by we're on borrowed time? Like,
We can I can die. We can all three can die right now. That's
yeah.
what you mean.
Uh, I
We all
mean,
got an
yeah,
expiration date, bro.
that's real. I feel like we don't. I feel like for us, I feel like yeah, we all die, but I feel like that's just a. I feel like I don't know. I think it's a mental thing. Like I feel like we all like there's no like end to us as humans. I feel like yeah, our physical dies, but I feel like our conscious doesn't, like our mental doesn't. You know what I
Mm.
mean? I feel like yeah, we die in the physical, but if you have made it to heaven spiritually or like the kingdom of heaven, I feel like you'll still be alive consciously. You know what I mean? But I don't know.
No,
That's how I look at it.
no, 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 no. I like that you said that because that's like actually so deep. Like people don't think like that, and it's rare for people to think like that because like think like this. If you have that mindset, you kind of like don't care about the seen world. You kind of just focus more on praying, like how we talked about. Like
Yeah.
you focus more on praying. You focus more on just doing the things that pleases God. So your conscious and your soul it goes to Him.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like the last day when all our souls is arisen. Because I don't like we would say like our we rise from the dead. I think our soul rises. Like we don't literally be like zombies. Like I like that you said that. I think like our soul our conscious rises
Hmm.
to God, and then He's gonna ask us. He's gonna ask us these questions, and how you respond is how you were lived in this world. Like that's how
I
your
like that.
faith, and that's what your faith is upon. You feel me? So that's deep that you said that, bro, because
Yeah.
people really forget about that part of life. Like, when we die, our souls don't leave. Like, just how we, like, our souls was put into us. You feel me? Like, our body is just, the physical being, but like, our soul was forever. Like, our soul been. You feel what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That's
Yeah.
that's deep. That's real deep, bro. That's real, real deep.
He said,
That's a key
when it
reason.
was your time, oh, if you knew it was your time to go live, wait, to go, you live differently because you know when your last day has arrived. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
That's a key
yeah,
reason
no,
why
that's
a lot of
facts.
dudes turn to the Most High once they get locked up. Yeah, that's
Man,
facts. You get a
yeah,
lot of time alone.
hmm a lot of people go to jail and come out Muslim. I'm not. Wait. When I say this,
Oh, crazy. You dead just told me
He
that too the
right
other
though.
day, did it? You just told me that.
He
nah,
right
chill.
though.
I'm not saying it because you feel me. I'm not saying it because your boy he is who he is.
Mm.
I'm saying that because that's the truth, bro. Like a lot of people go in jail. You got nothing but time. Like in jail, you just sitting
Mm-hmm.
there learning. And like Islam is a religion that we don't learn about. It's because we're in America, of course. You feel me? But like when you go to jail, you see other people learning, you like, why not learn? And then once you just devote yourself to just learning and you come out, people like, oh man, he changed so much. Like, wow, like what happened to him? He be like, Alhamdulillah. He gonna look confused, you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that is true, bro. That a lot of people 7 times. Damn, dang, I'm a second like that. What? I'm a second like that. Nah, but hey, but nah, that's facts though, because I think like the best thing for us is always return to him because that's where we go when the day comes. We don't. There's no one to run to. There's no one to look for. No one to talk to. None of that. All you got is you and him. And I'm. I don't fear it. I don't fear it. Like I'd be excited, bro, because the heaven's way better than this. This
That's
world
facts.
sucks. Like this world is literally just for a play and amusement. Like literally. So I think we really just focus on getting up there with that man up there, man.
Yeah. Life be more
That's
positive, bro. But let me ask you though,
Mhm.
does like can chasing money too hard, can that be considered a fear as well or no?
Nah, that could be a fear. What do you think, Zay? How do you feel about that?
That is a fear. That's like people chase money. Money's not everything, first of all. But people chase, they chase the bag so much, but then they realize like there's other aspects to life. You could have all the money in the world and still be the sad. You could be the most loneliest person, most depressed person out there. It
Facts.
gotta be balanced.
I like
You
that.
can't just chase
You
you
know,
can't just chase money.
I like
You gotta
that. Cause
chase
chase,
purpose.
there it is,
Chase
right there. Chase purpose. Cause if you chasing your purpose, everything gonna fall in line with it. You feel what I'm saying? Like
exactly.
even if it's money or not money, it's gonna fall in line. I like that you said that. That's deep.
Money gonna
That's
come
deep.
regardless. Do what you think you're
Money's gonna
destined to
come.
do, and everything will fall into place. That's it.
For sure. That
So
that's that's real deep.
so then when it comes down to people like that's never had money and then they're chasing money like um how do you tell them that like money's not everything, you know what I mean, like especially when somebody comes from like poverty, they never had money growing up, you know what I mean, and then now they chasing money, they may be getting a little money, how can you tell them like money's not everything, you know what I mean, because they feel like money is
In their
everything.
situation, they probably chasing a better lifestyle.
mm,
You get what I'm saying? A better quality of
Mhm.
life. So in that situation, that's when money is a tool. When you touch some money, you can change your life.
mm,
That's like when people
Mhm.
that's like when people come to the US for a better life. For they start a career and now they making money. And the life that where they came from compared to in the US is so much better. So in that case, chasing money, grinding for a better lifestyle is in that case is worth it. That's a purpose though. It falls in the line.
Yeah, nah, that's deep. I'm happy you
Like what
said that because
like
that's really what it is. That's
yeah.
really what it is. I was gonna say like I ain't gonna lie. I was gonna be like, when my time come, I'm not. I'm like, like to be very humble. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be just. I'm just gonna be thankful for these moments now. You feel me? I'm just gonna be like when I'm gonna tell a person or I'm like tell myself when it comes like remember the times like when you first started at because then that's just gonna be like it's all the goal always been the same. You feel what I'm saying? Like the purpose is always the same, money or not. You know what I'm saying? So I think when you have a purpose that doesn't really need money, what I'm saying, it's gonna be easy for you. It's gonna be real easy for you.
that's
It's
facts,
gonna be
bro.
But I got a question for you though, Weez. I got a question for you though, Weez. What do you know? Like, how do you know if if your purpose is aligned with chasing money or chasing a lifestyle? You feel what I'm saying?
I feel like it's when you understand your own value. Like
Mm,
understanding that you yourself is not worth such and such money. You know what I mean? Like for example, we try to connect ourselves to price tags. For example, like jobs will make you feel like you're a price tag, like you're only worth $18, $15 an hour. When reality,
mm,
you could be worth millions dollars. You like it's numbers, bro. Numbers don't ever stop anyway. So there's never no specific number to what how much your value is. You know what I'm saying? So think about it like that. I feel like once you think about it like that, like oh, just because I'm working at this job making 19, this is not my worth. I'm worth more than money. You know what I'm saying? I'm valued more than money. You know what I'm saying? The money doesn't define me. It's like that's when you know like you can move on your own. You can do your own thing. It's like when you get that feeling, that knowing that like, hey, the money isn't me. I'm gonna be me regardless, with or without the money. The money is just an add-on. The money is just a little asset. It's just to help me build assets. You know what I'm saying? Help me help others. I feel
yeah.
like when you get to that point, that's when you wouldn't really like. I don't know. That's how I look at it, bro. Like,
Yeah, facts. That's deep. I like that. Yeah,
yeah.
that's the truth. That's really the truth. I like that for sure.
Hmm.
That's really what it is. Like, everyone has like a route. Everyone has a plan. Everyone's destined for something.
Yeah.
It's just like once you get what you're destined for, what are you going to use it for? You feel what I'm saying? Is it going to stay within the purpose, or is it going to be you made it and I did it on my own and stuff like that? You feel
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So I like that you said that for sure. For sure, that's deep. That's deep.
Indeed. Mm.
Yeah.
Zay, you have any questions? You got any questions, Zay?
Any questions? Nah, but y'all could ask me some. I
I
could think of a question. Uh,
was gonna say, y'all boys ain't got no questions. Head up out of here, man. But if y'all got an extra
Yeah.
question, y'all can ask questions. I'm done. I ain't got no more questions.
Um. Faith over fear. Actually, what is faith?
Mm.
What
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 is
what
faith?
is faith? Like,
Faith is
what
faith
is
is
faith?
opposite of fear. You know what I mean? Quite literally, faith is the opposite of fear. Meaning, what does fear mean to you? Fear means you're being scared, lack. Um, it's fear. Fear has a whole bunch of like different meanings, but the opposite is faith. That means loving. That means caring. That means positive. That means being happy, respectful. Like all these things fall in the path of having faith, and also following with your purpose. Doing these things, trusting. Um, yeah, that's the main thing. Like trusting and loving. Like you gotta love God. You gotta trust Him to have faith, because hey, that's what's gonna make it work in action. Action,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
action, and faith
That's
too.
deep.
Because faith without works is right. So, anyways, just being more positive, bro. Keep going. How about you, Dede? What you think?
I think me, faith is like, like trusting the process, really, because we all have these phases where we kind of like lose, we don't lose faith, but we kind of like give up, we kind of like delay our process. Like we don't lose the faith, but we delay the process. And when you delay the process, it's kind of like you like losing yourself. So I think faith is just like really like it's in the heart, bro. Like however your heart is built, it's however your heart is built. Like if you have a strong heart, you have a strong mindset, you have strong faith. But if you have a weak heart and a poor mindset, you have weak faith. So, faith is really determined by the heart. So I think like we said, the more you do, the more you work internally, it's going to be a reflection of your outside. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't have to be a lot. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to be so much. It doesn't have to be all this. It's just
Facts.
going to be what the outside is around you. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think like the real faith, like the real faith is when you're okay with being alone. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us not
Mm.
okay with being alone. Like we have to have people around us. We have to have a conversation. We have to have attention. That's not really faith. You feel what I'm saying? Like, God puts us in positions of solitude, you know what I'm saying? Isolation. And that's where you build that faith. That's when your faith is tested most too. Like you have to be okay with your faith being tested because the more your faith is tested, the more your faith grows. You feel what I'm saying? So
Mm.
that's how I
I
feel
like
about
that
it.
you
I really,
said
really
that
do think.
because, bro, a lot of people will believe in whatever they believe in, and they don't have that trust. They don't have that faith. They just say they
Mhm.
believe in it, but they're not ready to be tested. My fault. They're not ready to be
Yeah.
tested, and I'm glad that you said that. That's deep because yeah, bro. A lot of people don't want to be tested. Like they like the idea of having God by their side, but they don't want to be tested if something bad happens. They don't want something bad to happen to them because then they gonna think it's God's fault. They quick to point the finger at God instead of like
Mhm.
seeing, analyzing what it is. I like that. Oh my goodness, I like that. How
Yeah,
about
nah,
you,
for sure.
Zay? What's fear? I mean, what's faith? Yeah.
To me, faith is holding trust when proof isn't present. So that's like,
Mm.
when you're let me give you an example. You start going to the gym, they say trust the process. You're going to the
Mm-hmm.
gym consistently, you're looking in the mirror, you're not seeing no results. You're not seeing no muscle growth. You're not seeing anything. You're not seeing no pump. But you have faith. You have faith in the process and you keep going and going and going. And then by the third month, you start seeing you look a little bigger, you look a little buffer. You start seeing definition in your muscles. That's a perfect example of faith. You just
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
you gotta have trust when
Yeah.
proof
Yeah.
isn't present, because it's not always gonna be. Sometimes it's gonna be in the fine print. You gotta really take your time with it. It's not always gonna be in your face.
That's facts.
Yeah, no, I like that said that. When proof isn't present, that's literally what it is. Like it's when your faith is beyond the scene, like we always talk about. When your faith is past what you see, like when your faith is understanding that it's a bigger picture and it's a bigger
Mm-hmm.
goal. You feel what I'm saying? But I have a question. Like, do you have to be religious to have faith?
No,
Like, no. Okay,
you don't. You
I
don't
like
have
I
that.
to.
like that.
You don't have to. Nah. You can have, because
Okay.
faith does not have to pertain to religion
That's
at all.
facts. Also.
Mhm. That's facts. That's deep. That's real deep. Cause you know how I feel about religion. I think religion, it falls more into too much culture. Like we make religion a cultural thing now. If you understand,
Mm.
like Hanukkah and all these different holiday celebration. Like is that really like a religious? Like did God say that in the Bible? Did God say that in the Quran? Like were these holidays, were these different things revealed to us? Like that's how I feel about it. And then it comes to like different things as in like let's say weddings, what like marriages, stuff like that. Like culture really like ruins it. You feel me? Because like if you don't have a big party, if you're not dressed nice, like if you don't have a pretty skirt and all these things, it's not a good marriage. It's not a good wedding. But like that's your culture. Like, like if you have faith in God, you don't need none of that. It can just be a simple, will you marry me? And through God, love God, and that's all it can be. But I think like the religions and these different things, like, it really like devalues a lot of things. So like when a person is saying like, "Oh, I'm so religious," I do this, I do this. They say a lot of cultural things. You feel what I'm saying? They don't say actual like biblical or canonical scriptures and things that shows their faith. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm.
I think that's
It's
the
more of
best thing about
it's
it
more of
because
their traditions.
it's just
That's what.
traditions. Yeah, like the Bible, the Quran doesn't speak on traditions. It speaks on faith. You feel what I'm saying? It speaks on action. Like both of them the same. You feel what I'm saying? Like they don't go against each other. They don't do none of that. It's just telling you how to live your life. You feel what I'm saying? But religion makes it a cultural battle. You feel what I'm saying? It makes it like,
Mm.
and I hate it. You feel me? I hate that. I hate it because it just disconnects us. You feel what I'm saying? It really just disconnects us. That's literally what it is, bro.
That's facts.
Just disconnects us all.
That's facts. That's facts, bro. I like that, bro. I like
Just,
what y'all did there. Y'all went in deep. I ain't gonna lie. That's fine.
Yeah,
Hey,
that's deep.
Got a question for Zay. He said, Zay, looking back where you are. Wait, he said, looking back, are you where you thought you'd be? And he said, and if not, what steps are you taking to get where you want to be?
That's a
Looking
good
back,
question.
wait, say that one more time.
He said, looking back, are
Looking
you
back,
where you thought you'd be? And then he said, if not, what steps are you taking to get to where you want to be?
honestly,
That's
looking
a
back,
good question.
That's a good question,
I
man.
am where I want to be, but I'm never
Mm.
satisfied. The job's not done.
Mm.
I gotta finish school, up in my career, down the line. I'm never another thing about me. I'm never stagnant. I'm always trying to be better than I was the day before. But I can't say I'm blessed, and I am. What I thought when in high school, I knew I was gonna go to college. I didn't know. I didn't know I was gonna try to. I didn't know I was gonna make a career out the army, but I
Mm.
knew I was gonna go to college. But as I went to college my freshman year, I got surrounded by people who was just dropping gems on me and giving me knowledge, older people, and that's what made me do my research on that. So that's why I feel like I'm where I want to be, and I feel like another reason why I'm at where I'm at right now is because the people that God put in my life. Everything happens for a reason. The conversations I have with certain people, the knowledge that I've got from other people, and staying in my faith. I feel like
Mm.
Yeah.
that plays majority of the role.
No, that's
Uh,
deep. I got a question. I got a question though. Did it go the route you wanted it to go? Like, did is the route as beautiful as you thought, or the route is totally what you didn't like expect?
The route not gonna be beautiful, man. If it was a straight line to the finish line, everyone would do it. Trust me,
Mhm.
it's late nights, early mornings, 100%. I knew it was gonna be like this. That's life. Life is not always sunshine and roses, bro. But
Yeah, that's facts.
it's what I you just gotta know how to handle it. When times get hard and there's no proof is present, you gotta trust in God that He's gonna get you to the finish line.
Yeah.
In high school, I thought I was my real goal was to play college football, but as I got older, towards my end my last 2 years, and I realized like, is that really what I want to do? If I get injured playing college ball, what's next? So that's like
Mm.
where I shifted, my thought process and what I want to do. So that's why I didn't end up doing it because if you
mm.
look if you look at people in the NFL and in college, a lot of them have career-ending injuries, or they get injured and they're never the same.
Yeah.
So, question. So, are you happy that you made the like? Are you happy that you made the decision to stop playing football, or like how do you feel about that situation? Like when it come down to sports, like do you still miss it sometimes, or is like
I'm
one of those
happy.
things like whatever?
I wouldn't
Yeah.
say I'm happy. I feel like it was more so I made the right choice for longevity.
Okay.
I like
But I
that.
still miss the game. I get nostalgia about it every time I see something about football on social
Yeah.
media or something. But you just gotta, like I said earlier, it's chess not checkers. Because if you go play, let's say you go play college football for 1 year, you go tear your ACL. Boom, what you gonna do? The coach probably gonna pull your scholarship and give it to someone else. Now how you gonna pay for school? And then in 1 year you're done. But if you go to school for 4 years. You don't have to go to school. It's just an example. You go to school for 4 years, you go get your degree. Boom. Those 4 years it might be rough, but after school, you might be making six figures.
Yeah.
It's stuff like that.
Yeah.
True.
I like that. That's facts. That's facts. For real, for real. And
Just
really
gotta
on top of
prepare.
that, like, and on top of that, on top of that, the biggest thing is like sometimes like it's not our route, it's not our plan, it's not up to
Yeah, it's
us.
not our.
It's not up to us. Okay,
It's not.
it's really just like we have to trust the God's plan and we have to trust God's process, and
You can
we just
map
got
it
to
out
keep
all you
doing it.
want.
And yeah, you feel me? Because it's not always our route. It's something better for us that we don't know about.
Exactly.
Just gotta keep striving. You never know, bro. You might be able to one day be on the sideline. Feel me? You can be like an
That's
agent
true.
advisor. You never know. There's so many ways to be connected with
To
that.
something.
Still, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly. You could coach football.
Hmm.
You
Yeah,
could
you
do
can
like
coach football.
tournaments.
That's what I want to do. I want to coach a
That's what I
little
want to do.
team.
I want to coach a little team.
Yeah.
Got to, bro.
Yeah, nah, that's the goal. I want to coach a little team, a little league team. So we're gonna be lit.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Be lit. We'll be
That's
lit.
fine, bro. Hey, I'm done, man. Y'all done? Y'all boys
Yeah, I'm
I'm
done?
done.
done.
I think that was a smooth one.
That
Yeah.
was smooth, man. Hey, this is episode 13 of Life Podcast, man. Episode 13. We have came a
13 on
long
the
way,
road.
man. I'm gonna let everybody get their say-sos. What's y'all words for the day? Words for the day. Words for the end of the stream, fellas.
Words for the end of the stream. I got this thing on my board. It said, all right, on my board, on my whiteboard, it says, make him your center and the storm will never touch you. That's what I'm gonna leave it at.
Wait, say it one more time.
Make him your center and the storm will never touch you.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I gotta say.
Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness. I might need to write that one on my board. I
That's
might gotta
fine.
take him.
That's
Man,
fine.
all mine say is you almost there. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, it's still
Make him your
something
center
though,
and the
bro.
storm will never touch you.
I like that
Nah,
one.
that's facts. I like that one.
How about you, Diddy? Or you want me to close? Or you want me to go and
My
close?
word, my words for the day is gonna be you one prayer away, you one post away, you one message away. You know what I'm saying? You almost there.
That's facts.
That's really what it is. You know what I'm saying? Keep going, keep grinding. You're almost there.
That's facts.
Hueys.
My message of the day, I wrote this down earlier. Is money become a test when fear controls it, but it becomes a tool when faith directs it. Let me say that one more time. Money becomes a test when fear controls it, but it becomes a tool when faith directs it. So that'll be my
like that.
words, man. Yeah.
That's
Y'all boys
deep.
don't live in fear,
That's
man.
deep.
Keep trusting God. He gonna direct you, gonna point you to the right direction, spending your money the right way. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
I like
W
that.
man. Episode 13, Life
W.
Podcast official. Had my dog Zay in here, man. Shout out Zay for joining us today, man. Big shout out to Zay,
man.
bro.
Appreciate you for coming. with us
I
this
will be
stream.
back. I will be back.
Yes,
Y'all
sir.
boys, y'all best believe I will be back.
Facts,
Yes,
man.
sir.
Hey,
Yes,
appreciate
sir.
you and your time, bro. Your time is important,
Sure,
bro.
man.
Appreciate you, bro. Hey,
Hey, another thing I'm gonna say. Hold on. One more thing.
we'll
When you
talk to
said
them.
time, you can get your money back, but you can never get your time back.
Facts. I gotta put that one. That's the one that's going up. Hold on.
He said,
That's the one.
Oh,
You
bro.
gotta put in the context. You could get your money back, but you can never get your time back.
Mm.
Time
That's
is precious. Don't
Facts,
waste my time.
man.
You can waste my money. I'll make it back, but I can't get my time back.
That's facts, bro.
I like that,
That's
You
man.
never
facts.
get your time back.
I like that, man. All right, Life Podcast. We gonna catch y'all boys later, man. Peace out. We'll see y'all Thursday, 8
Peace
p.m.
out.
Eastern time. Yeah. Catch y'all, man. Peace out.